So the first step in list treatment is what I call warning of the downline. You will have to warn your downline if you detect that he or she is afraid. You know, there are many people that when they reach on list treatment, first of all, when they say the list, when you make him to listen to that block number 3, the list, you feel like the list is for what? So at times when you get up, finally, you go and say, okay, bring the list, we have to treat it. But he's afraid, okay? Or write the list, he's afraid. Like, what are they taking the list for? Is it not for witchcraft? Is it not for, I don't know, for scam or something? Because some of them might have gone on Google, okay, on Facebook, manipulated YouTube and watched negative videos there. And such that as you are treating them, they see you have those negative things at the back of their mind. So you have to warn them calmly. You share your own story with them. Like, I used to tell my downlines that, for example, the day they were treating my list, if my leader wasn't seated beside me, as you see this posted beside each other, like I won't have really participated because I was not trusting the guy who was treating the list. I did not know him. You get it? So that's that. So it's important to do like that. In case you tell the downline is afraid, you tell him that this is a business where we need a lot of confidence and information that's given in relation to somebody we prospect is only remaining in the house, means that it's not going to be shared to another person for whatsoever reason it may be. You get it? So after that warning, you will get to step number 2, which I call writing or verification of the list. Okay, some people, by the time they reach in here, they've already given an assignment for the downline to go and write the list at home. Okay, some people, they arrive here before they ask the downline to write the names. Well, all depends on how you see the downline. You get it? Voila. Because there are some downlines that even on step 1, as you are warning him that do not take your phone, do not write the names from your phone, some of them will still go at home and they'll open their WhatsApp list to be taking the names from there and writing. You get it? Meanwhile, Chief Pathman Senator Raja, as you see his picture here, he rightly says that the names have to come but from your head, not from your phone book, not from anywhere, from your head only. You get it? Voila. So you have to take the list. Okay, he has to write, the names have to be 200 names. 200, not negotiable. They can be above, but no problem. Okay, but not smaller than that. Okay, so you have to, in case he or she has not written the list, okay, you have to guide him to write a name in a table like this one. Okay, where you see the first column, as you see here, you have the first column is the name, the number, that's 1, 2, 3 up to 200. The next is the names. Okay, and he or she has to write just the surnames. Like if somebody's name is Jean Pierre Marie, it's not important for me to write Jean Pierre Marie. I can just write Jean. Insofar as they will say who is Jean, I will know exactly who is Jean. You get it? Very important. Now, the third column is CI. Okay, for the moment he's going to concentrate only on names. Okay, voila. And then on interest, okay, he's also going to concentrate only on names. Then the last column is total. So the table has, the names have to be written in a tabular form. Okay, in a table. Okay, voila. Now, after he or she has written that, or after you've seen the list, you will have to verify its authenticity. Verification of the authenticity of the list. Okay, that's the next sub step. Because I bet you, I'd like to hear this short story of one of my downlines. There's one of my downlines that I once referred personally, and my direct leader came and treated the list. But 4 months after, when the guy had done countless presentations without any successful follow through, not even to talk of a purchase or sign up, okay, it's there that the guy came to my room and told me, guy, sorry, those names that I wrote were fake names. I was afraid. Okay, so you will have to verify. Like if you see my list here on your screen, okay, if that's the list of your downline, you can just look at number 4 and say, okay, who is Anthony? Okay, he's going to tell you maybe it's his classmate or it's his elder brother or something. You jump again, maybe at random to maybe number 37. You ask, who is Bridget? Okay, you ask like that for at least some 6 names. Then rapidly and then logically you come back and you take any of those names that you have already asked, and you ask, okay, who is Anthony? If he's manipulating the information, that's if he doesn't want to tell you the truth, he might not be able to repeat exactly what he or said, might not give the same information. You get it? That's going to help you to know if the list is authentic or not, because there's no need wasting time. You get it? Voila. So after that verification, okay, you will have to remind him about the importance of working with circle of influence. Okay, that will be the introduction of the third column, which you see here is CI. Okay, I'm sure you must have done this with him on the 8 basic building blocks. Okay, but when you reach here, it's important to remind him again. And to do so, given that I'm giving a full training, a master class, I would like you to look at this screen. Okay, if you look at my screen here, the topic is what? It is circle of influence. It is circle of influence, and on circle of influence, as you see, circle of influence, the best way to understand it is to first of all understand what is influence. Influence simply means making somebody to change his or her decision. Influence, simply. Like you can say this phone is blue. I tell you that no, it's white. And then you accept because it's me, not because you know, not because you are intelligent, but because it's me. That's influence. You get it? Now, there are so many ways that somebody can be influenced. There are so many elements. Okay, like you see there, first column, you have one, love. Okay, love is an element of influence that usually exists between, like, let me say, sexual partners or couples or brothers or sisters, right? Like the relation, the influence that's between you and your mom can be love. Okay, in that you love your mom or your mom loves you. Then, two, you can have trust. Okay, like you have trust in your mom or in your whatsoever. The last one is respect. You can respect somebody because it's helping you financially or in whatsoever way. Then, fourth, we have confidence. Confidence. The fit might be finance, but it's already inculcated within those four. You get it? So those are what we call elements of influence. If you look at those who influence you, it's because of that. You can be respecting them because they are on power positions, like maybe the president of your country or the mayor of your, I don't know. You get it? Now, from there now we're going to go to what I call examples, diagrammatic examples, as you are seeing here, still on your screen. Okay, it's just a way to demonstrate so that you understand exactly what is circle of influence, how the influence goes. So here we're going to assume in that, as you see on the first line, line there, you have you and then the prospect. Now you see that black line that's leaving you and going to the prospect, which I've written on top of it EI. EI stands for elements of influence. Now that line leaving you to the prospect means that, for example, it means that maybe you love, you trust, you have respect, and you have confidence for the prospect. Now, automatically, if you have love, trust, confidence, or any of them for somebody, means that that person influences you with that thing. You get it? Now, in some countries, for example, I'll give you an example. Like, if you love your girlfriend, right? He calls you one morning and say, "Please, I need $500." Well, she might not even explain what she needs it for. You just send, right? Maybe it's only afterwards that you're going to ask her what she did with the money. Okay, that's influence with love. Okay, that's just an example. Now, so it is dedicated with that red line. So it means that your prospect in turn influences you. Now, the second example, okay, you have you and then the prospect. Now, you see that first black line is instead living from the prospect to you, which means that the prospect has love, trust, respect, or confidence for you, and which means that in return, as you are seeing on that red arrow, you influence the prospect. You influence the prospect. I don't know if you get it. It means that if you love, you respect somebody, means that the person respects you, and vice versa. Okay. Now, the last example, you have you and the prospect. And then this one is is really unique because it's in one two-sided red arrow. Okay. Now, it shows that you have love, trust, and confidence maybe for the prospect, and the prospect also loves, trust, and has confidence on you. which means that you influence each other. And if I influence you, and then okay, so actually, when is that? It means that nobody influences any, right? Now, if you look at these three examples, okay, the best prospect on this line is going to be who? It's going to be this one in the middle, right? This example in the middle where it is instead a prospect that has love, trust, confidence, or respect for you, the networker. And then you, in return, you influence the prospect, like you see in the red arrow, right? Voila. And then the worst case is this, the last one. Then the first one is a bit better. You get it? Voila. Okay. So after you've gotten that, the next step, okay, step 3 is showing him how to draw and use the sphere of influence, okay, to fuel the second column, which is the CI. I don't know if you understand. Now, however, look at the screen. If you look at my screen, we have a large circle with different circles inside, right? With numbers written on it and numbers given names. Okay, now you see that this large circle depicts or explains all the people that you know or the prospect that downline knows. Okay, now you see that the first line, the first large circle, which has 1, stands for what? Acquaintances. Acquaintances, there are those people that you just know them most of the time. Maybe it's only by name, like you are cook, the person who usually carries you on his bike, the driver, the pilot, things like that. You don't even know where they stay. Like, you know Donald Trump's name, right? You know of I don't know, these popular people in the world, like, you know, Ethiopians, but you know them, right? But you don't even know you? No. So those are just acquaintances. Maybe you have had just one chance to greet him or something like that. Acquaintances. Those people are so many. One person can have even more than 1 million. Okay, that's why you see the last circle is very large like that. Now, the second are mates. Now, mates can be like your classmate or your, I don't know, your colleague at work. Okay, voila. Now, those people, there are also very many. Okay, like starting from maybe nursery school up to university. If you went up to the university, okay, like that, you see. So mates are a bit intimate as compared to acquaintances. For mates, some of them you know their names, you know their details. You might know where they stay, but in fact, you people don't exchange any secrets. You get it? Now, the third circle, okay, circle of influence is what we call 3, which is friends. You get it? Friends here, they're more intimate to you than mates and than acquaintances. Friends, they're like, what can I say? Those who are more close to you than your colleagues. They might know where you stay. They can be visiting you from time to time. You can be visiting them also. But in fact, you people have no secret things that people can really discuss. You cannot hide your secret in him, neither can he hide his in you. You get it? Maybe you people usually have a particular topic, like you people talk about only school, about only football. Yeah, that's your friend. Yes. Maybe you people have a particular line which you people usually meet. Maybe you people usually meet in church, so it's your friend in church. No more, no less. The fourth one, circle, okay, second to the last is what we call the tight friends. Some tight friends are almost like family members, right? Okay, they know where you stay. You have discussed a lot of things. They have told you their secrets. You might also have told them your own, like that. Okay, they're okay. Then the last one are what we call the fifth circle, and they are special people. Special people here, most of the time, they are only family members and maybe some 2 or 1 tight friend, like that. Yes, 2 or 1 tight friend. You get it? So that's that. Can be your mom. Like for me, it was my mom, it was my junior brother, and then one of my tight friends, like that. You get it? So that's it. Now, so how is he going to fill this column number 2, CI, as you are seeing? He is simply going to be taking these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and writing in front of the names, depending on the degree of intimacy that he or she has with that prospect. Let me take, for example, okay, when it was my case, my mom, I gave her 5. You get it? because it's my personal person. There are a lot of things that my mom has confided in me, a lot of secrets. My mom loves me. She respects me more than any other person. You see, so that's that. Which means that if you are putting one in front of somebody, means that it's just an acquaintance, like somebody like some of those who are a far extended uncles that you don't even know where they stay, don't even know where you stay, just like that. Yes, you give them those names. You get it? So those are them. Now, um, they that's how it's going to be done. He has to fill that. Now, after filling, you see, you have to verify that. You come and ask, okay, why did you give Anthony 4? Okay, he's going to tell you that he's my tight friend. You ask him what shows that it's your tight friend. Can you share with me? Things like that. He has to share with you. Okay, and all depends. You are not supposed to be tense during this kind of exchange. Okay, you're not supposed to be tense. You simply, it depends on the situation. Okay, you can be putting some humors inside for him not to be sleeping. If not, you can be teaching training this that he's already not nice. It's that you wasting your time, right? Voila. Now, after he's written that, we go now to the third column. Okay, to the fourth column, which is interest. This interest stands for the interest of the downline working with any of those people out of the 200. Okay, voila. Now, you have to let the downline know that this interest should not have anything to do with money. In fact, all the names on the list, that's one thing that I forgot at the level of warning. He or she should not be writing names because he or she thinks the people have money. He should be writing because the people are measured, that's from 18 years going up, and that they are part of her entourage. Full stop. Nothing like the other one does not speak English. I should not write his name. No, the other one is a handicap. No, you cannot even talk. No, the other one, no prejudice. Do not prejudge. Do not prejudge. Voila. Now, which means that on this interest list, he's also going to be writing about 1, 2, 3, up to 5, right? Which means that if I'm writing 1 in front of somebody, it means that I don't even want to work with the person at all. It can be that maybe the person is a witch. You get it? It can be that, I don't know, maybe it's my enemy. Things like that. Okay, but if I'm writing 3, 4, 5 in front of some, or 3, 4, or 5 in front of somebody's name, means that I have some reasons I would like to work with the person. And as I've said, it should not have anything to do with the financial capacity or the language or whatsoever of the person. Insofar as the person has 18 years and above, it's okay. Okay, voila. Now, the last step on this table, you see, is total. Okay, total. Here you're going to be taking numbers in uh, uh, the column of circle of influence and that of the circle of, that is, you take the numbers on CI, that column, then you add with those in the column of interest. Okay, which means that, as you see, I'm going to be taking if you see on my table here on that screen, you're going to be seeing on my mom has 5 on circle of influence and 5 on interest. So I'm going to say 5 plus 5 is going to give me 10, as you are seeing on that last column, right? The same like that for everybody. Now, at the end of the day, please, you're going to extract only those all those whose totals are at least 7 and above. The rest you're going to leave them, and at the end of the list treatment, you're going to be teaching your downline how to grow his or her intimacy with those people. You get it? We're coming back to that now. um uh from there, now, after getting that list of 7, okay, that's list of those whose totals were at least 7 going up, okay, we are going to go to what I call the 5 steps categorization. 5 steps categorization. Okay, now, 5 steps categorization, I would like you to be looking at this, my example on the screen. Okay, now, on the 5 steps categorization, you have this table that you have to fill, or you can write in sub lists. Okay, it must not be tabulated. Okay, now, the first category is called what I call always in mind. Always is in mind are those people who are always in your mind. Okay, like if you, I don't know, if you just have something to offer to somebody, like that the person's name is going to come to your mind. Maybe it can be your mom, or it can be your junior brother, or your girlfriend, or somebody. It's always somebody very tight. You can be your dad. Yes, you get it. Tight people to you, always in your mind. Okay. Now, the second category, you have goal discovery. Goal discovery. Now, I would like to tell you that on all of these 5 categories that you are seeing on my screen, the downline will have to write 5 names. The names could be corresponding to others, but for a particular reason. Okay. So let me take it step by step, please. I should not go and come back. The video is going to be too long. Okay. So for me, out of that list that I showed you, always in my mind, names that are always in my mind, I had my mom, Joseph, and then your brother. You get it. Now, on goal discovery, what is goal discovery, first of all? On this type of goal discovery, it's we assuming that you've just discovered a pool of let me say gold somewhere that it's not you alone cannot exploit it. You've already taken your own is remaining. Who are those people that are tied to you that you would like to call them for them to come and take their own before the public ever discovers? Okay. Voila. Now, still on this particular category, I had mom, Joseph, junior brother, and then I had Anthony. Now, the third category is what we call gold reciprocal. That's to say, who are those people that, in case they're instead the ones who find gold, they're going to think about you. They're going to think about you. Do that people? Those people exist? They exist. Okay, but not that you can. It can be that you can. There's some people that you cherish that they do not cherish you. Okay, you're going to see here. Like for my case, those people who can find gold and call me, you have my mom, you have my junior brother, and you have Joseph, who is my best friend. Is that I've not written Anthony there? You get it? Which means that I care for Anthony, but Anthony does not care for me. Now, the fourth category is what they call risk safe. Risk safe. That's to say, who are those people that who are those people who will want to save you in any circumstance. Like if they just ring an alarm that you have stolen in one junction or in one shop, they meet you there with oil in your hands, but they're still going to be saying that no, you have not stolen the oil. Okay, it's only afterwards that they might query you. There are people that they love you such that they don't even want to hear anything that wants to harm you or that's harming you in any way. In any way. Yes. So in my case, I had mom, junior brother, and then I had Joseph. Okay. Now, on the last category, the fifth category, you have risk safe reciprocal. Risk safe reciprocal are instead now those people, okay, that you will want to save no matter what. Okay, just like on risk safe, the people we are talking about who want to save you, but here the people that you can save no matter the circumstance, no matter how guilty they are. On my case, I had my mom, I had my junior brother, and then I had Anthony, and then I had Joseph. Now, note at the end of this video, we're going to present our WhatsApp number at the end on the screen, such that if you have difficulties in relation to understanding of the video, you can discuss with us on video, on audio call, on WhatsApp. So hold on. The last category, very important. The last step of the video is very important. Now, after the downline has written these five names, okay, which some of them are corresponding, like on my case you are seeing mom everywhere. Okay, you're going to the last step here is going to be what I call this final CI. Final CI, you are taking only names of those who appeared on all the 5 categories. Those people are going to be considered as that person's CI5s. CI5. And remember, Chief Pathmaster Natiraja, as you see here, he said most people have minimum 2 CI5s and maximum 5 CI5s. If somebody has exaggerated, he has 5 CI5s. So if you treat your downlines list, at the end of the day, you see that he has 15 CI5s. Know that you have missed, you got missing somewhere, that you lost the track somewhere. You get it? So on my case, we're going to count it together. You see here, you have my mom on always in my mind. You have gold on gold discovery, on gold discovery reciprocal. In fact, she's in all the cases, so I write her name there, mom. Okay. Now on Joseph, Joseph also, Joseph also appears everywhere that I see his name there. Same with Junior Bro. So, which means that actually on this my list, I have three CI5s, three. Now, at the end of this video, at the end of this step, you're going to the to the next step, which that downline is going to be shown his base team, okay, the base of his team. That's people that he or she is going to start his business with. Okay, now you see my base here. Okay, you see that that's me. For example, on my left I have my mom, on the right I have Joseph, and then on my mom's left I'm going to have Junior. These are people who signing up is not negotiable. Immediately you finish this, you're going to be going back to those elements of influence with those examples of influence that I showed you, and discussing with your leader and your uplines in relation to which strategy you have to use to refer each and every one. Let me take an example. There's one of my junior sisters who was one of my CIs. Okay, I bet you I did her financial plan. That's I simply told her that there's one business that there's something that I'm doing. They call it something, I don't call it business. Something that I'm doing that's very important. I believe it's going to help you, but we need money. Okay, so I told her it is $650. She searched for all the $650 within a period of around 1 week. Okay, she gave me. It's only after giving that we now presented the business to her, then we trained her fully. You get it? So what elements of influence did I use there? I use what? Confidence. For the respect she has for me, she knows that I can't take money and squander. I don't smoke, neither do I drink wine. So you get it. That's the element of influence. So you have to look at that. Some people they influence their mom by I don't know, by love. Like if you tell your mom that there's something that she will want to do, she refuses, you start crying. My mom, you start crying, she will do it, not even knowing why she's doing it. We call that love. Okay. There are some people that you can influence them. Maybe it's your employee. Just tell him, search for $650. There's something we're going to do. He's going to search for it because he knows that his job is more precious, maybe more than the $650, but not knowing that the business is more powerful than his job. You are still using what we call influence. And note, it's not everybody who is going to be presented a business, right? On my first three downlines, I bet you none of them were presented a business. Okay, it's only after signing up that they were presented normally, then they were trained. You get it? Voila. Now, that's the last step of list treatment. Now, on this particular step, you will also have to master what I call techniques of duplication, and that's a video that we published a week ago. So, if you finish this video, you click on that one. That knowledge, the knowledge from techniques of duplication, as you see the video already appearing on your screen, okay, will help you to complete this one. I bet you if you watch this or this first video and then watch techniques of duplication, then you might have missing the point. Thank you very much. Okay, this is our WhatsApp number that is showing itself, okay, under your screen. So you copy it, you can discuss with us on WhatsApp. Thank you very much for listening. If this video helped you, you click the subscribers button, you like, and then you share. Do not forget to watch the video. Thank you. Voila.